Hello, and welcome to another edition of MMUGG Talks. Joining me tonight is Henry Tranter,
Hi.
Moj,
Hello.
and Christopher Mullock.
Yeah, buddy.
So, if you guys would like to introduce yourselves, we'll start off with Moj.
Alright, hi. I'm Moj. I play games.
Video games.
The video kind, yeah.
You're being very cautious about what you say this. Chris?
I'm Chris. I play mostly League of Legends, but you see me around. I play other games.
He's basically the annoying Scouse guy that shows up to social and may occasionally try to touch you without consent.
Oh.
Hey, have you ever put a car on bricks? Well, I have.
You actually?
No.
Just kidding.
But those
It was
hubcaps,
obvious.
bro,
It was
those hubcaps.
obvious.
Oh, what a start. What an introduction. There's no real structure this week. We're just basically going to talk about what we've been playing recently. I admit I haven't really been playing a lot because work. Lots of work.
Deadline dates.
Yeah. So, does anyone want to bring something to the fray? Anyone want to get us going? Keep us...
Spyro the Dragon is
Oh,
pretty.
for fuck's sake. Nobody cares, Henry.
Right, just saying, me and Chris are definitely having like a Final Fantasy X fangirl moment. I'm just saying.
Yeah, when did it come out? Much was it like the last?
It was last Friday.
Last Friday. Yeah.
Last Friday. And I've already pumped like 30 to 40 hours into it.
God.
So, yeah, it's really good.
If people don't understand, we're talking about the Final Fantasy X and X-2 relaunch, HD remastered for the PS3. It's also for PlayStation Vita. And if anyone hasn't played that game when you were young, I need to get on that game. Anyway,
Yeah.
I have to be right back because of stupid housemates. Be right back.
And we've temporarily lost Chris to whatever the hell is going on in the background.
Door banging.
Most likely chicken.
And sounds like he's murdering someone right
I
now.
am. I'm
Yeah,
back.
I heard that
because-
groan.
We
because
can
people
just edit
wanted
this
to
bit
annoy
out
me.
nicely.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit this bit out. Moj, could you either take a slight bit back from your mic or turn it down a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers, babes. Cheers.
Is that okay?
That's gorgeous.
Oh,
Alright.
oh.
Alright, I'm gonna start a bit again, and you guys can go on about your fangirl rant. Oh, just for my own reference. Mac! Right. So, there's no real structure to this week's episode. We're just basically going to talk about whatever we've been playing recently. Chris, you guys have been playing something recently, haven't you?
Final Fantasy X, X2, HD, remaster, PS3, PS Vita. Get on it if you haven't. Buy it.
Come round to mine on Modge's house and watch
Yeah.
us play it for 8 hours
Just
straight.
play it, yeah.
That sounds like the most uninteresting thing possible.
Have you ever watched someone play Final Fantasy X and not know where they're going because they haven't played it in 10 years?
I've played Final Fantasy X. I think it's fucking retarded.
What?
In what way? How it, like, wait,
Do you-
retarded in a bad way or
oh,
a good way?
I'm saying the actual gameplay is good,
Right.
alright, but the story itself is
Is really good.
No.
It is.
No.
He
Moji.
did get teleported to the past by his dad, who's now a big raven who isn't actually.
Spoilers. Just point out there.
People should play it by now. The game's been out for like 12 years.
Yeah, true. Say.
Just
See, I guarantee, like, the largest, like, group of people who are going to buy it is just going to be people that played it when they were younger. So,
yeah. I mean, I just couldn't get into the story. I thought it was ridiculous. I mean, I know that's saying a lot for a Final Fantasy story where it's bound to be completely ridiculous. But I mean, this was just like really stupid.
Hey, at least Cubos in this are only dolls, not actual characters.
at least it's not Final Fantasy 13.
Well,
That's
when
all
I
I'm
say
saying.
Cubo, I mean Moogle.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. It's not Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
13.
It's not 13.
If
Again.
there's ever, you can make that recommendation for pretty much any game. It's like, oh, I've got Call of Duty. Oh, it's a bit shit, isn't it? Yeah, but it's not Final Fantasy 13. All right, I'll give it a bash.
Every
I
comparison.
got Call of Duty. Oh, it's a little bit shit, isn't it? It's not Medal of Honor Frontlines, is it?
Alright, you've
Oh,
got.
Medal of Honor was terrible. Oh my god.
Do you mean the recent one or the PS2 one?
The PS3 first Medal of Honor that came out.
Yeah.
Not Warfighter or the recent remakes. The original Medal of Honor that came out
Oh,
for
you
PS3.
mean Airborne, don't you?
Oh, I mean Airborne. Oh,
I was
okay.
about to say you said Frontline. I was like, Frontline was awesome.
Frontline was good. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
About
don't know them by name, sorry. I
Alright.
just sort of knew
that.
what he was talking
Airborne
about.
was dire.
Basically,
Good.
Yeah.
You couldn't move while you scoped in on front lines. No, yeah, not on Airborne, and that in all ways just affected the online multiplayer. That was shocking because it was just a load of people stood still, looking at each other like we could kill each other, but we're both gonna die. That's what happened with that game.
I have to admit, wait, when did we stop talking about Final Fantasy?
I don't know.
When I mentioned Medal of Honor, that's when we stopped.
Okay.
you have
just-
you have ruined everything.
I kind of zoned out because the only Final Fantasy game I've played is the first one.
What, the absolute first one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
It's
At least you're playing them in order.
so far.
He's just working his way through the series.
I
Although
love-
they don't, you know.
I started the first one when I was 4. Like, I've still not finished it.
The thing is, I just never played it when I was little. I was always just playing, like, literally just Spyro the Dragon for a good 6 years. That was
Oh,
mostly
God.
what I played.
Did you play Croc?
Yes. Played the shit out of Croc.
Played the
Oh,
crap
God.
out of Croc.
I have got the music on my phone, and it was going to be my ringtone for a while, but I felt the Russian national anthem to be more suiting for some.
Because when you think ringing someone, you think the Russian national anthem.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, it's changed back to default because I deleted it off my phone because of recent events. But
Well, look, the Croc sounds really good.
Right, yeah.
It's someone from Ukraine, like, click on, and then
they were just like,
a little bit awkward.
Nope.
no.
We're just
Skylanders.
we're just gonna cut that about Ukraine.
What? Henry started it.
It's important.
What? He was talking about the Russian national anthem, not recent affairs.
He was like, I have to take it off my phone due to recent events.
Yeah.
All right.
He was talking about Ukraine.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I zoned out a little.
Now you've got to leave that bit about cutting out the thing in the thing now.
This is
Yes,
This
this
is
yes.
just going to be so
Leave it in.
confusing.
this is awfully embarrassing.
It's just definitely in as well.
Oh my
You were
God.
like, you said Ukraine, that's racism, it's out of here.
Oh, he's mentioned another country. No, you can't have that.
No, we're done.
You're
not
like,
allowed to
anyone
mention
within the
countries.
EU, but that's about
Countries
it.
are banned. It's like, you know, England. Right, guys. We've got to cut it here. We can't continue.
We are going to offend every English person listening to this. You're gonna have to cut that shit out right now. You're gonna have to cut it right the fuck out.
Stop saying that all I eat is bacon. All right, that is really racist.
That is pretty much
Okay.
all I eat.
You know what, guys? This definitely is not a gaming podcast right now.
So let's rewind a bit. You guys were fangasming about Final Fantasy.
And then Croc.
Yes.
And then...
I've been playing Super Meat Boy recently, actually.
Have you?
I was messing around. I've been messing around on Steam. I was like, right, summer project, complete all my Steam games. So I was like, what am I halfway through? Oh, Super Meat Boy, let's try this. Spent like the past hour just trying to do one level, I was just like punching myself in the face, like, how can I not do this?
Which area are you up to?
It was hell, I think. Like one of the last levels in hell.
That was the point I stopped playing it for a while. Because it was like
It's like I give up.
So the bit before it was like it's starting to take the piss, but you can sort of bear with it. And then you get to hell, it's like, oh fuck this.
Yeah. Oh, what else have I played recently? I
think I'm on the second world of Super Meat Boy. I don't have a controller, so I just feel like I'm not playing this
Oh,
on
I
keyboard.
play with keyboard.
No,
yeah, I
it's
played
not
it
gonna happen.
for a fair bit.
It wasn't gonna happen.
Come on, be hardcore, bro.
No.
Um,
Straight up.
well, I've recently been playing a game that came out, which is called Luftbrausers.
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
Been bigging it up all week.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Yo, everyone play Luftrausers. Wait, how do you pronounce it?
Luftrausser.
It's
Is it German?
It's not
Yeah.
a real word. Luft means air, and rouser isn't a word.
Oh.
Luftrauser.
Air rousers. Air trousers.
Or,
It's just Luft trousers. That's how they like it.
I know
Luft trousers.
it's a pun name. It's
I
Luft
feel like he
trousers.
loves trousers.
Apparently.
He
Apparently
really did love trousers.
What that's got to do with dog fighting, I have no idea.
Wait, you fight dogs?
No, like
No.
aeroplanes.
Moj.
I was like, what? You fight
God.
dogs? It's like, alright, this poodle's annoying me. Yeah, I've had enough poodle.
Right, basically, Luftrausers plays like a game of Pokemon where you go around an interstate city and you're capturing dogs and you have to get different breeds and then
Yeah.
you
I got
basically...
a shiny chihuahua.
By shiny chihuahua, you mean a chihuahua that you've caught and then spray painted on in like glitter
Yeah.
paint.
I did train my Labrador, so it's max EV, and then I won a Pokemon tournament. I mean, a Luftrauser tournament. A Luftrauser tournament.
Wow, man.
So how does Luft trousers actually play?
Is it like warplanes?
Luftrauser plays like an old school shmup. Basically, you've got to fly. You launch a plane, and then you've got to fly around and sort of take out as many enemies as you can before you die. So it's basically like a score attack just to see how much you can score.
Does
But
it end in kamikaze?
It can do, which
It
I'll
can do?
which I'll explain in a sec. But basically, one of the key mechanics to it is that you can cut out your engine like while you're in the air, and then you sort of turn a lot faster, and then you can shoot enemies, and it's really
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah. And then as you sort of level up, you sort of get more parts of your plane. So like you can swap out the machine gun for a laser, like a spread gun, that kind of thing. And then you can swap out like the body for like tougher armor or one that can sort of cut through other planes. And in answer to your question before, Chris, one of the body parts that you can get is called a nuke, where upon dying you just explode and murder everything on screen.
Yo,
Hey.
that is well good. See, I'd do that on purpose. I'd just be like, yo, yeah, shoot me, because I'm just gonna kill you anyway.
Well, I feel really bad because it's like some of the achievements are based on like taking out tougher enemies. Like one of the end boss is pretty much a blimp. It's massive and it takes up like half the screen. And it just bullet hell completely. And one of the achievements is just to kill it. And all I did was just fly up to it and just explode. And it's like done.
I like how you say kill it as if it's like a human being, like as in like a living person.
Oh well, I mean it.
Oh, you must kill that plane.
I mean it more as an entity rather than a machine or a vehicle.
So it actually ends then?
Not well for me. It did because I just crashed into it and it exploded.
You killed the blimp. You're like, shit. I've done this, bro. I've done this.
yeah, it keeps going after you've killed the blimp, but the blimp's like the toughest enemy in the game.
Is like the next boss like a bigger blimp?
It's like three-quarters the size of the screen.
And then the next one's like 5/8.
Oh shit!
The final boss is the moon.
Oh.
Well, you just fight the moon.
From Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That moon's terrifying.
Just like to stress that the final boss of Luftrausers is not actually the moon.
Oh.
It was just.
I've
just
always
talking shit.
I've always just been a bit cynical of the game, just because it's just a glorified arcade game.
I thought you were gonna say because he doesn't shut up about it.
No.
I was like, I just can't play it.
I haven't even talked about it that much.
There is that. I don't know. It's just. I mean, they've released it on. It's on Steam, isn't it?
It's on Steam and it's
Is
on
it on Steam?
PSN.
Oh,
Like
really?
how much?
It's about $6.49.
Because like, there's a lot of people proper raving about it, but there's games like this that have existed for absolutely ages, and I just don't get the appeal of like a new one where
It's
you
a
can.
glorified flash game.
Yeah. pretty much.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from on that point, to be honest.
And like this game as a genre has existed forever, and they haven't really done much else with it. They've just added the engine cutout functionality, and that's about it.
But that makes it so much more fun, though. I mean,
They spent 3 years doing that.
Fun fact: Luftrausers took 3 years to develop.
Really?
That's what I said on PC Gamer, because they just released an article and it's like they basically managed to turn a profit within 3 days upon putting it up on Steam.
Oh wow.
For a game that took 3 years to develop.
That's kind of good.
It's just
Oh, there we go. Luftrausers. Found it.
I don't know. I'm just still a bit cynical. I
Oh.
mean, I suppose it just got lucky, and like a load of people are just like, shit, it's a cheap game, and
You could say that for most indie games.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they just catch the public eye at the right time, and then they go crazy. But I don't know. I feel like there's other games that should explode a bit more like that has done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm looking at that, like the art style now, and if any of you have played like They Bleed Pixels, it's literally like the same art style.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
say? Did you say Beyblade Pixels?
No, they bleed
No.
pixels.
It's pixelated Beyblade. It's really good.
Adam, you know that game that me and you have been talking about making over summer?
What Beyblade Pixels?
That's
Babe.
it. That's what we're
To
gonna
bring
do.
my vision of Battletops to a Game Boy for some reason.
It's like one pixel is like the starting battle top and just can't destroy anything.
And you just have to build up pixels around it.
It's like every battle you gain a pixel and you got to slowly build like one, but it's got to balance out perfectly.
Sorry, I don't know about you, but this sounds fucking awesome.
You know
It
Can't
does
have
actually
it
sound pretty
pixel-
good.
Like you gotta have at least 4 pixels for the next one, so you gotta play at least three battles. We could do this.
You have to at least
I'm not
win
even
3
kidding. That sounds
It
good.
does sound
It does.
See, knowledge, but I got no skill. Like, who's gonna build this game for me? Who's gonna build Beyblade
code.
Pixel?
Me and Henry will build this game, but not for you, Chris.
Bagsy beta
I've
tested it.
always been outvoted. I've already been outvoted.
There you go, MMUGG exclusive conception of Pixel Blades. Coming to Steam 2018.
What,
2K18,
that's like 14
2K18,
years from now, like 4 years from now.
2K17 plus 1.
It's gonna take longer to build that than lift round.
But therefore, if it takes longer, we make more of it.
That means it's a better game.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
right.
See, my homie
So-
here knows what he's on about.
Does this mean we're gonna turn a profit in like 2 days instead of 3 because it took an extra year?
Oh,
Something
see,
like
this
that.
guy knows maths.
Yeah. I took a stab in the dark, and I think in 2 days might be a good amount of time.
That felt more like a stab in the dark, and then a hooker drops out of the dark, and then you feel really awkward.
And you're just like, I didn't order this.
I didn't stab that. What?
I mean, what?
Do you know what else I've been
Anyway.
playing?
I was
Go
gonna
on.
ask what Henry's been playing. Yeah.
What has Henry been playing?
Go on, Henry.
It's
Enlighten us.
so like it's a game that's been sort of fizzled out of existence at the moment, and it's kind of a clone of it.
Sparrow.
I've got it on my phone. No. It's called Splashy Fish.
Fuck off.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna stop you right the fuck there.
Apart from that, just Civ. That's
I've been playing Floppy Bird.
floppy, but
I don't even want to know what that is.
I've been playing.
I have a good idea of what it is, though.
I've been playing Flappy Bird MMO.
oh,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, actually. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm beating you all. Hey.
I have literally just been linked that from one of my friends.
Oh, wow. Was it Chris?
No, it was Cooper. Do you know Cooper? You don't know Cooper.
Yeah, I know Cooper.
Cooper was on the previous episode of MMUGG Talks. Check it out
What?
at this link, and then I'll put like a little annotation up, and you can click on it and go to
Were you
it.
actually?
Probably not. No.
Don't
Yeah, do
forget
it,
about it. and
Make-
then-
Do it,
oh,
good.
well.
Making this part of the podcast completely redundant.
People are still listening. We don't know why.
Well, I guess while we're on the
I-
subject of mass multiplayer games, I guess we should mention Twitch plays Pokemon.
Oh shit!
'Cause
Yeah,
that was kind of
Oh, God.
that was a pretty big thing recently.
that is still going on, isn't it?
Yeah, at the moment they're on
It's
Pokemon.
dead now, though.
Yeah, 'cause the hype has completely died down. But they're playing through Pokemon Emerald right now. I don't know. I don't know where they're at. Last time I saw, they've have 2 badges. But
They're probably a lot further now, I guess. Actually, no. With the less people playing. Actually, but then again, democracy will hit better, and
Yeah,
Mm.
unless it's literally just trolls playing,
yeah, only the trolls have stayed behind.
like one guy who wants
The
to
troll-
like, do it serious.
The trolls are the hardcore fans.
Yeah, it's just like
Twitch plays
start 9,
Pokemon is my
start 9,
life.
start 9.
they just open their cupboard and there's just a shrine for like Helix. So praise Helix before they go to school every day. Oh, I love you, Helix. Just like kiss the shell and go.
I do find it quite fascinating that so many memes came from effectively a 2-week project.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Cool.
I did see a full set of the Lord of the Rings recasted by Pokemon, and it was Joe the last scene where they all ride up to the Black Gate and then the mouth of Sauron comes out.
Spoilers.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been out for 10 years.
For a book that's been out for like 50 years.
I think it's more than that, but go on.
Yeah, it's about like it's probably I wouldn't say 60, it's about 50, 55, 56, something like
And the mouth of Sauron was depicted as Flareon.
that.
And then Aragorn was just wearing his necklace was the Helix model.
Oh shit.
I think Gandalf was actually Pidgeotto. And it was just like, this was Pippin and shit like this. And it was so good. It was like 36 slides, and it was so well done. It was like, we will become Pokemon masters. It was just funny as hell. But yeah, that was one of the best memes I saw.
I mean,
It's actually 60 years old, apparently, for anybody who wants to know. Lord of the Rings is 60 years old.
fun fact.
There you go. Fun fact of the day. By Moj.
I mean, me and Henry were talking about this. Like we said, if we were to do like if there was another crowd, what would be the term for it? Like loads of people playing it at once.
I'd say, well,
I was gonna
play
say.
on of MMO. Somehow twist the letters around and then.
Mom.
I was gonna say like crowdsourced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this. We said, if you were to do something like this again, what game would it be? And I think
Skyrim.
Yeah, you said Skyrim, and I said that sounds like the most impossible game to play under that format.
What, Skyrim?
Yeah, I mean, think about it for a moment. Of like
Need
Pokemon.
for Speed?
Like.
Hold down, hey.
Twitch plays Need for Speed.
Democracy mode. Turn right 45 degrees. Turn right 50 degrees.
Exactly. I think that'd be a little more difficult to play.
I imagine it'd only work for turn-based games or like.
Yeah.
Base,
Advance Wars.
old school games or turn-based games.
Twitch plays Advance Wars. I would love to see that.
You could have Twitch played Final Fantasy 13 2 Lightning Returns, the 8th sequel of this genre that no one ever wants to play again.
That title hurt.
I'm going to stop you there. And
That's
one of the games I have played recently is Lightning Returns, and I'm not even going to lie, like 13 was bad, but Lightning Returns is actually really good. And I actually liked 13 too as well, like despite everybody obviously hating on it because 13 was like shit to say the least. Like 13.2 was really good, like with the whole sort of like, you can get monsters and stuff, like because Sarah has like the power to get monsters like part of your team. I thought that was a really clever idea. Then the whole history thing, which made
Final Fantasy 13 2 Pokemon Returns.
Yeah, which made 13.2 one of the only Final Fantasy games which is literally like open world because you can go to whatever time period you want, like whenever you want.
See, I'm not going to disagree with you there because I'm sure that 13.2 and 13.3 was a vast improvement on the first one, but the problem is it's associated with Final Fantasy 13, so I refuse to play it.
But Lightning though, she's the queen. You can't she's just too cool.
Oh,
Like-
she's such a moody cow.
Where's 7-2? I want my 7-2. I want Cloud back.
Yeah, it's like
Do you
oh yeah, we're gonna make a sequel to a Final Fantasy game. Oh, cool. Which one? 13. It's like 13 was the worst one.
No, 12.
No, 13.
12 was not bad. Don't you dare.
It was just
12
weird.
was amazing.
I don't think 12 was amazing. I liked it,
I loved it.
but 13 was like no.
9 was the best.
That was one with like the furries, wasn't it?
That was the one with like Vivi and Zidane, the guy with the tail.
So
They were all actors.
Yeah, at first, but they were actually like sort of sky pirates.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that reminded me actually. In the new HD remaster for Final Fantasy, there is some extra stuff from the International Edition that we didn't get at first. And apparently, there's a little hidden ending that somehow points to a 10.3 being released. Which is bad, but good, because the 10 and 10.2 were good, so...
Anyway, talking about Skyrim, as that's what got brought up with the original Pokemon.
yes.
Online. Has anyone been playing Elder Scrolls Beta?
No.
I
Online?
believe Henry was at some point.
I did on the
I-
first one,
It
but
is crappy.
I haven't. I've never been an Elder Scrolls guy. I've played Fallout 3, and Fallout New
Yeah,
Vegas
boy.
were awesome, but swords and magic aren't my thing.
Wow.
For an open,
Says the guy that plays League.
Yeah, he's got a point.
completely different in
Yeah.
the genres. But yeah, so no one's been playing that beta then.
Well, Henry was playing like the initial beta of it, weren't he?
Yeah.
Like he played like the first weekend. But otherwise, I have no idea what it's like. I only saw Henry play it, and it looked.
like
I didn't like it.
I enjoyed it, but I can see why people got pissed off with it. But again, it's just a beta. It's going to be buggy, and there's going to be some kinks to work out.
You see, I watched what you were playing. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought they were gonna completely fuck this series in the ass with it.
I mean, the combat doesn't particularly work online because of latency issues.
That's pretty crappy though.
But they'll probably be able to sort that out, hopefully. Please.
Please.
I kind of wish they'd make a game in that style, but like for example, take Fallout 3, like sort of the idea of it, but have multiplayer with it.
Yeah.
You know, like you can like team up with like some of your friends.
Co-op up to 8 instead of an MMO.
Yeah, like just a co-op party, and then you sort of go around the wasteland of fucking Tamriel, and then just do shit. It'd be amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
speaking of,
we'll
like,
see how it gets on with the Elder Scrolls Online and see how that stands up. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a game like that.
yeah. I mean, speaking of MMOs, like as much as you're probably all gonna hate me, I've pre-ordered Warlords of Draenor for WoW.
What's this?
It's the
New WoW expansion.
Oh, okay.
no.
Yeah.
I'm fairly neutral because I don't really care about WoW.
Yeah, same.
I played it briefly, but I never really got into it. Like I'd level.
Sucked up my life.
I have never played a WoW game. Not even 1 minute.
There's one WoW game.
I
Yeah,
think,
but I've never played any of the expansions or any of the.
Oh, right,
I've played from vanilla to now. Never made
I've
an
been
account.
playing since Burning Crusade.
oh,
Good boy.
when I started, what was it? It was like at some point I joined briefly when Wrath of the Lich King was out, and I sort of
Yeah.
I played up like level 20 and stopped, and then Cataclysm came out. I thought, you know what, I'll try and level up a character and then play with my mates. I got to level 30 as a Draenei Paladin, and I said, I'm so bored because I didn't.
It is. Leveling's boring.
It wasn't fun because all my mates were level 90 gods. It's like at one point I was just randomly doing leveling, a fucking dragon lands next to me, and my mate's like, sup, gives me 150 coins and then just fucks off, and I'm just like, well, that just happened. I guess I'll just get back to that thing I was doing.
With Warlords of Draenor, if you pre-order it or if you buy it, you get a free level 90 character.
Yeah, but then
So-
it's up to level 100 or 95 or whatever it is.
Well, it's not out yet at the moment. So if you pre-order it and you get up to a 90, then you can gear up your 90 up until Warlords of Draenor's out.
See, I heard that, and there was a tiny part of me that thought, oh my god, this is it. This is my ticket to World of Warcraft glory. And then I thought, no, because if I do that, I'll lose half my life to playing it. But at the same time, it feels lazy. It's like, oh, you can just level up a character to level 90, but then I just sort of question, well, I've just skipped out like 95% of the content from everything else.
Yeah, true.
I have just... It just seems lazy.
Yeah.
Which is ironic for a game like World of Warcraft where you have to... I wouldn't say... No. The ironic's not the word, I can't think of it. I'm getting mixed up. I'm fucking this up.
I think, like, yeah, you think about it and you think, oh, WoW's been around for so long. And so, like, the hype's been on and off with a lot of people. I mean, like, I can say for myself, like, I'll get hyped up and then I'll be like, oh, I can't bother playing, and then I'll start playing again. And it's like a love-hate relationship with WoW.
Yeah.
I don't know. Heroes of the Storm alpha keys got sent out today, which seems very promising. Yeah, I think it was today or yesterday.
Well, I didn't get an email.
Yeah, I didn't get one either.
This is the Blizzard MOBA, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks really good though. Like, no joke. it looks really cool.
The one game I've been playing a lot like Heroes of the Storm is only recently picked it up. In the last, yes, but also, anyone remember Heroes of North?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, 2K games or SK or S2 games have
S2
recently brought out a game called Strife, which is an MMO. No, it's a MOBA, and it's basically Heroes of the Storm meets League of Legends meets Dota without the shitty community at the moment. Because Heroes knew if you couldn't play without being like, oh, you haven't played a game before, you're a noob, you don't deserve to play this game, bye, and then just get kicked out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's like a really bad sort of like connotation with League.
I'm sorry, but that just seems to be the MOBA community in general.
Dota 2, no, the Dota 2 community isn't that bad. Oh my god,
because it's a Steam community. Dota 2
it's because like everybody on there's Russian and just Russians don't care. They're just like, we love you, we play.
Suka.
We love you.
I couldn't really get into Dota. I tried a couple of games and the combat felt quite floaty.
It's hard to say the least. It's very. They base their skill around putting the characters on a what feels like an MS delay, but it isn't. It's just got a turn delay.
Yeah.
You see, I just listened to you then, and all I heard was noise. You know, it's like you were like, oh yeah, MS, you know, like technical terms for MOBA, and all I heard was.
Oh, MS/ping. That's what MS is, ping.
Yeah.
And a turn delay is where your character has to actually spend time to turn 360, like to do a turn.
Yeah.
Oh, my cookie's crazy. No, my cookie fell on the floor.
I'm just tucking into some chicken and sweet corn soup, guys. So if you hear me,
Punching away.
I'm just gonna eat.
I didn't know it was dinner time. Oh.
I am.
It's like 9 o'clock.
Currently chewing on the outside of a crisp packet.
I was chewing a pen. To be
well,
fair.
maybe you should open those crisps then.
Oh no, they're long finished. I have found something interesting that I might be playing out. So I'm a massive fan of Civ, like a bit too much.
Really?
It's
As we all know.
like 560 hours or something stupid.
Bloody Christ. In fact,
How many hours have you put into your dissertation again, Henry?
We'll not talk about that, shall we? So the rule is you have to play as Nebuchadnezzar, which is the Babylonians, and they're famous for science. And it's a bit of a silly game type because you're supposed to. It's based around lions or cats, so you've got to pretend you have this currency known as lions.
Okay.
And what you do is you have to have a circus in every city, and if you can't, you have to destroy that city because you have to accommodate for the lions. Before you declare a war on anyone, you have to build a Circus Maximus, which is what you get when you manage to build a circus in every single city, because lions.
I'm confused.
You need ivory or deer in any of your cities, and you're not allowed to trade it, because lions. And enemy capitals without circuses are lame and boring, but they have to be had, just don't build anything in them. The 3 achievements, which are what I'm really interested in. A lion always pays its debts. If anyone asks you for gold, you have to just declare war outright with them. Another one.
So it's like, give me gold. No, we're gonna kill you all.
Babylonians, there we go, are famous for their great scientists, but you have to send out your great scientist into battlefield, and you're not allowed to use them. That's my favourite thing. I've just been staring at this.
What the fuck is this?
But
game
like,
called?
Baba, you too, really.
Also,
That's the best song.
before declaring a war on anyone, you have to make it so that they check with you that you're not going to declare a war on them, and then you say no, and then declare war on them.
I still can't get over great science
like,
being
no,
sent to battle.
die.
It's like It's just like, well, Einstein, your theory of relativity is certainly interesting, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to go out into that battlefield by yourself.
Fight with the lions.
I use your theory of relativity against these enemies.
Prepare to die for touching my lions.
So
It's just Albert Einstein stood in the middle of a battlefield. His only
Eagles MC squad! Eagles MC squad!
his only weapon is a chalkboard, and he's like trying to
Apples and trees.
he's trying to
That's
sketch
Newton.
out. Oh, for God's sake! So Newton's just throwing like apples from a tree. He's just like holding his hand under a tree, like, "Come on, you bastard! Come on, the gate closed."
shit. Man.
Oh.
And at that moment, a tank runs over.
So this is what I'm going to be doing for the next week or so.
Well, I can't wait to hear you screaming violently from my room.
What difficulty? Any difficulty you wish. You should always be looking to improve your Civ game, so that probably means Prince or higher.
Oh God.
So I managed to finish a Immortal game today.
Really?
Yeah,
Congrats.
I know.
When he says finish it, he doesn't mean he won.
No, I did win.
Aw.
Yeah,
By finish it, he means he finished off all his enemies.
yeah, I did.
He killed them all,
Killed him. Murdered.
and then he ended the game like, "You did, fool." And then
No,
that
you just
was
gotta
over.
do deity.
I've already done it. I kind of cheated
Oh,
though.
God.
I went on a dual map with what's he called? The crazy guy with the battering rams. Genghis Khan. I think that's it.
The crazy.
How is that? How are we supposed to guess that?
Crazy guy with the battering ram.
Crazy guy with the battering rams. Just like any.
Was Genghis Khan crazy?
No, he was just.
He was a little bit insane.
He had the war thing going on.
Mm.
So yeah,
that war thing.
that war thing. So I basically put me and him on a dual map, and then of course he always tends to favor war, whereas I go science. If you go the science, you get nukes. If you go war, you just get men with guns and stuff. So I went with science, built all the spaceship parts, nuked all his army, and went up into space and won. So it's kind of a bit of a cheat, but
Sounds like Spore all over again.
oh my god, I was ready to install that again today.
Oh God, Spore's great.
I keep falling out with it and then being like, no, the creature creator is the best thing ever, and so is the creature stage. And then I'm just like, oh yeah, the villager stage and the space stage and
No.
the civilization stage.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you there. Space Stage is awesome.
I suppose it's
I just wish they did a lot more with it.
I know it's just sort of like, here's space. Good luck.
Off you go. What am I doing? I don't know. What I do.
I always tend to try and find Earth, get to the center of the galaxy, and then I'm done with it.
See, like, speaking of like space and Civ 5, like, honestly, you should play Endless Space. Endless Space is really, really good.
I have endless space.
It's literally Civ in space. Like, I have nobody to play it with because nobody like plays it.
Alpha Centauri, isn't it?
I feel
Yeah.
like we should make this like a like one of those dating column advertisements.
It's like, hi,
Oh,
my
need
name's
someone to play
March.
endless space.
Hi, my name's March. Do you want to play Endless Space with me? I'm a male. Yeah? Do you want to play Endless Space now?
You're really selling it, Moj. I'm already getting aroused.
I
Like,
don't have
What can I say? I'm a pro.
this is what it was like with Civilization, though. Like, nobody ever even admitted to playing it. It was just the LOL society for ages, and then I was just like, does anyone want to play Civ? And then Caitlin and Mike were big fans of it, and they were like, yeah, let's play.
No, I had Civ 5.
Well, me and Farquhar
Yeah.
said
I
we'd
had
play.
Civ
as well.
No, I mean last year. This was even last
Oh,
year.
I
right,
had
I was just
Civ 5
before.
last year.
Yeah, but then you don't play it with me because you're a little bitch.
No. Fuck off.
Oh, fight
No.
talk. Fight talk.
I don't put. I don't play Civ at the moment because it takes up so much time.
Even when we had a quick game that only took like half an hour.
Do you need some aloe vera? Because
No.
I feel like you just got burned.
Sod off. No, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy playing with you. I just don't tend to play it that often.
It's just like,
Like, it's
what about XCOM? Do you want to play XCOM?
Yeah, oh, you
Chris,
could go.
play in the
You could go
space
fuck right off there,
I
young
don't,
man.
I don't actually have it. Sorry, I thought it was.
Oh, god damn it.
I do have Anno, and no one will play Anno with me.
I've got Anno. Which one?
Oh,
2070.
Yeah, I've got that one as well.
darn it.
Just
Didn't we have
you
Sins of
like-
the Solar Empire?
Oh, I'm got Sins of the Solar Empire, yeah.
That's good.
Just thought I'd quickly say, if there is anyone out there in the society who wants to play a game and is not sure that anyone else in the society actually has it, leave a comment below and let us know what games you want to play with each other. See, community,
Magic.
bringing the society closer together, like one big happy gangbang.
Clap hands together.
Does anybody want to play Bastion with me?
Yes.
Have
Yes.
you watched me play Bastion?
Oh wait, no, that's Torchlight 2. Oh, that game's amazing.
Everyone's got Torchlight 2 as well.
Right, yeah.
I don't.
On the
What?
topic
Okay,
of like,
everyone has it, apart from Adam, who doesn't really matter.
Fuck off.
right, okay, quickly taking it back onto like actual like, this is sort of like a movie slash video game sort of talk here, but like, even if you don't like Dota 2 or you don't like MOBAs, I recommend going to watch Free to Play, which is free on Steam, or you can find it on YouTube or whatever. And it's a really good documentary on like pro gamers and like how they were so low down at one point and then like they just grow like insanely. It's really good. Like whether you're even if you're not a gamer, just watch it because it's really really good. Just saying, it's like an hour and 15 minutes. Come on, you've watched like TV shows longer than that.
I've procrastinated longer than that, so.
I've procrastinated like 24 hours in a row. I'm just there like, what to do now?
It's just, if someone
Sit there
tells
for-
me to watch something, I will procrastinate from watching it. But until I have something else to do, and then I'll watch it to procrastinate.
I procrastinated so hard. I dropped out of uni and I'm still procrastinating going back.
God. Wow.
I've been procrastinating to be honest.
Yeah, every now and again, I just feel like a bit of procrastination on my procrastination is extra procrastination for everyone's procrastination.
Yo, dog,
Yeah.
I heard you like procrastination, so I put some procrastination with your procrastination so you can procrastinate while you procrastinate.
Have you even
eventually-
been as far to say as...
Eventually, it's going to get to the point
even-
where none of us can say the word procrastinate anymore.
Do not even.
Oh,
We should
bloody
come back. Procrastinate. I didn't
Okay.
realize we turned into old men with no teeth.
Talking about movies and films and stuff like that, have any of you heard of any up-and-coming games that are being brought into movies?
Yes,
Wow,
Sly,
World of Warcraft.
Sly
World of
Raccoon.
Warcraft.
They're-
Really?
Yeah, they're turning Sly Raccoon into a
Oh,
film,
whoa.
and it looks awesome.
Oh, whoa.
Well, I'm not really sure where I'm going with that, aside from, yeah, it looks pretty good. Comes out in, like, next year. And it's like, alright. Ratchet and Clank's supposed to be coming out, like, next year as well.
What?
Yeah, Sly Raccoon, Ratchet and Clank, which kind of leaves me
Oh,
wondering.
whoa. Ratchet and Clank. That sounds good.
Did anyone realize that Ratchet and Clank have actually had a new game out recently as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's...
It came out and it went straight to, I think you can buy it for a grand total of about £15.
Well,
Brand
it's,
new.
well, it's not that long anyway. It's like,
Well, 1010 HD Remaster was on like 28 quid on release, which was...
I got it
good.
for 24 on Amazon. Yeah.
Really?
here you
Yeah,
go. Here
buddy.
you go again.
Oh, wait.
Here you go again about your bloody Final Fantasy X.
Hey,
and
now we're
10-2.
talking about recent releases, which is more
Yo.
after the game.
But we
Oh,
always.
Titanfall. Titanfall's good.
It's an EA
Love it.
game.
Loving the parkour. It's what?
It's an
It's an
EA. game.
EA game.
I know, but like, I really like the whole parkour idea.
Yeah.
I feel
Alright.
like it's like Mirror's Edge slash Halo, which
Alright,
is
just
just like,
Fun Call of Duty. That's
Just
what I'm
out of
gonna say.
curiosity, has anyone here actually played Titanfall?
yes, me.
Okay. Is it? I'm quite interested about this because I'm probably gonna pick this up once I've got a load of my work out of the way. And
It's right. Just think about. Have you played Mirror's Edge?
yes, and I borderline hated it. I'm not.
Really?
I'm not saying.
Yeah, another EA
I'm,
game.
I'm,
Well done.
no. That's not what I mean. I mean, I liked what Mirror's Edge was going for, and I like what Titanfall's going for as well. Like they both look really good. But the thing that pissed me off about Mirror's Edge was simply that free running does not work from a first person perspective.
That sort of makes sense, but the thing about Titanfall is you're not concentrating on the parkour. You're concentrating on the shooting, and the parkour comes on the side.
Oh yeah.
But if you're not good at the parkour, then you won't be good at the game. So
It's like the parkour complements the gunfight.
Essentially, yeah.
Is the main component to the game.
essentially,
Basically-
yeah, it's just Halo but better.
Someone invented a game where camping isn't useful.
What is that?
Well, it is because you can like
Titanfall.
Really?
Just like chill at the highest building, and then just be like pew pew pew. You can't get up here unless you do the right parkour move. Pew pew pew. Sort of thing.
Or you could just shoot him.
Yeah, that too.
You don't even need to climb. Let the bullet do the
Yeah.
climbing.
Let the bullets do the climbing through the air
And
to their face.
yeah, there you go. Fun fact for anyone who's trying to get to a high place on Titanfall: if they're too high and you try to kill them, just fucking shoot them.
Yeah.
There was another big release this week. It was the DLC for Diablo 3.
I was
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for you to get onto this, but
Reaper of Souls. I picked that up today, and
Seeper of rolls.
it's at the moment I haven't played too much of it because Final Fantasy 10, 10-2, blah blah blah.
Come on.
But yeah, at the moment I've been talking to a lot of people about it, and they all have said that the new class Crusader is extremely fun, and it's quite advantageous to pick up in a team because they have a aura.
Oh yeah.
Aura. Also, a lot of new abilities got given to a lot of the current classes. So, my main, the Demon Hunter, got a thing called Vengeance, which is their new rage-based system, which is every minute or so when it comes off cooldown, get 15 seconds of basically being a stupid badass baller.
You mean every second of my life? Sorry. Go on.
But yeah, and then so basically they did well in the last patch Diablo. They kind of made an appalling game, but everyone bought it because it was a Blizzard game, and then they recently patched it to make it good again.
Oh.
Would you say it's a lot better than it was when it came out?
Okay, well, when it came out, I had 3 characters, and I'd leveled 1 to level 60, and the other 2 up to level... Yeah, let me just...
Sorry,
I'm working this in.
Sorry, darling.
Worked the other 2 to level 30, and by the time those 2 were level 30, I got my first legendary, and it was dire. In the first 20 minutes of playing the new act with my current main at level 61, I'd already picked up 3 legendaries. That's how... Well, not saying that legendaries aren't something that you don't you do come across very often. They're just there when you should be getting them, rather than never ever there.
Well, it's funny you should say that because when I played Diablo on my wizard class, I got a legendary in the first act of the second run through. I mean, it was shit and it was crap for my wizard, but I sold it on the auction house for like 40k. So I was like, well played. But I don't know, I got bored of it after a bit, because I played it through it the first time, and I got to like Act 3 again, and I thought,
I think the auction house in that game's really badly made. Well, not like the auction house. Obviously, I'm calling it the auction house because I played a lot of WoW. But like, the whole like, oh, you can sell actual in-game items for real money sort of thing. It was stupid. Bad call on Blizzard's like.
That got removed today.
No, no, I heard about that, but like, I was like, really? Was there any need for it? I think it was just like a move for Blizzard to just make a bit of extra money, really.
It was moneymaker.
well,
didn't please the crowd.
Typical WoW with their microtransactions.
Well, they've learned from their mistake. Well, not the microtransactions.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that in a sec, but they've learned from that mistake now, and they've obviously. I feel kind of bad they removed the auction house completely, but they definitely need to get rid of the actual currency sales. Because that's bloody stupid. As for microtransactions, I think that's kind of a good sign, because it could possibly mean World of Warcraft might be sort of leaning towards a free-to-play model.
Yeah, but I doubt it. You make too much money off it for them to go to a free-to-play model. Too much money off it. And they'd have to make too many microtransactions out of it, because at the moment, obviously, like, the only microtransactions you can get are like pets, mounts, odd bit of digital in-game stuff. That's it. But like, microtransactions would have to go as far as like, oh, you can buy like glyphs with real money and stuff like that. So sort of League's sort of output where you can like buy a new character and buy new skins with real money. But that's like a really, really big part of the game. Whereas with WoW, it's just like, oh, mounts and pets, yay. Whereas like the most important parts of the game are like gear and leveling and stuff like that. Even though they have introduced the whole like, ooh, give Blizzard $40 and we'll give you a level 90 sort of thing.
Give me $20. Give me $20.
Do you know what game we haven't mentioned yet?
What game haven't we mentioned?
Stick of Truth.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Oh,
Hello Kitty.
Ah,
We'll get to Hello Kitty after.
Hello Kitty World of Warcraft.
I still have yet to play that game. So
Yeah, I've played a tiny bit.
I mean, it is good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's South Park, so there's just a few bits where I was like, is that too far? I think that's gone a bit too far.
What, you mean like the anal probing or
I meant
the
the
abortion?
the Hitler zombies
Oh,
that shouted out
yeah.
lines of the Nuremberg rally whilst they fought you. They've
Yeah.
took actual recorded try that again.
Excerpts.
From Hitler's speech, and the zombies shouted at you as they kill you.
Wow.
Just like to stress, no one is about to try and emulate that in this call.
No,
I don't know.
Well, let's
even
just
though I wouldn't.
let's just not.
Yeah.
we're-
Let's just leave it at that.
let's just step away from even thinking about that for a moment and just.
but the game itself is good. I mean, it could be a bit longer, but the class system's quite cool, and there's nothing that's really overpowered from each other. And it's moderately like balanced with how much loot you get. I mean, it still feels difficult even if you have a decent character quite late on, but not to the point where it's ridiculously difficult because you made a wrong choice somewhere.
Well, I watched you play it. It looks really polished. Well, for a South Park product, like it's almost as if you're like actually playing an episode of the series.
Yeah,
And it's about what 10 to 16 hours long.
I'd say yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Uh,
fairly lengthy for.
I-
South-
Maybe not 10 to 16. I don't know. I feel like I got through it quite quickly, but I haven't done all the quests yet. I did the main quest and then some of the outside ones. There's still quite a bit of it to do, I think. I mean, the Chim Pokemon collection thing. There is an issue I have noticed, though, and if you don't collect a few Chim Pokemon along the way, you can't collect them all because some parts of the world are closed down after you've completed certain quests.
Yeah.
So I was just sort of like, well, I wanted to, but yeah.
But that's the same with lots of RPGs.
I
Like
know. It's just like
Fallout.
they could nicely just put them outside the closed area, just like, hey, you forgot this, take it with you here, or something nice like that. I don't know. Or let you replay
Yeah.
quests because it doesn't actually let you replay quests.
There's no like new game plus feature or anything like that.
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah, that'd be good though. That'd be a really good idea. Do it, South Park, Comedy Central, men.
Comedy Central, Stick of Truth. Who published it?
New game does.
I thought it was a couple. It was Obsidian and South Park Digital.
Oh, it
Studios.
was Obsidian. Shit, wasn't it?
Who was it?
Yeah.
The thing is, I really like it.
Oh,
the
really?
games
Yeah.
produced by Obsidian, but they're horribly buggy in some cases.
I don't know. South
Yeah.
Park's been quite good for. Well, I'm good for bugs, which
Well-
means there are less bugs.
Well, from what I've seen of Stick of Truth and other games that they release, you fall into one of two camps, which is sort of like a 50-50 kind of thing. It either works completely fine and you have absolutely no problem with it, or at some point you'll come across a bug that will just completely fuck up your game. It's like
Yeah.
it's like NerdCube did a video on it, and he didn't even get past the first fight because he got stuck in like a loop and he couldn't get out of it.
What in South
Oh,
Park?
God.
Yeah, and Stick of Truth.
Shit.
I just like with the game in general. Like with South Park, I can only ever really watch the odd episode and find it funny. Like I can't watch like a whole season like together and find it all funny because eventually you just get old of like the
Well, yeah,
jokes
'cause
where they
they-
take things way too far.
I mean, they use the
And
same
so-
jokes in all the episodes.
Yeah, like
but
I don't know. It's just not really my sort of game. to be
I don't
honest.
know. Like
Yeah.
they were managed to keep the jokes fresh and not as repetitive as you'd expect them to be. There are a
Yeah.
lot of fart jokes though, which is just
Of course.
Uh, like-
No, dragon shouting.
sorry. Yeah, you have this ability called the dragon shout, in which
Oh
you just,
wow. Oh, let me guess. Skyrim reference.
yeah, you are the dragonborn.
Oh god. Oh god.
And you can fart and fuck up pretty much anything in your way.
I
they-
like the kawaii Princess Kenny though.
oh
That's
my
pretty funny.
god, I was dying. For that. He is my favorite character in the whole game, purely for one of his specials that you can use, in which it's like it brings up this quick time event where there's a unicorn running towards you. And if you miss
Yeah.
one of the buttons, he just completely spears you through the side of the head. But it still does a fuck ton of damage to the enemies. It just did
Well-
like if you fuck up the quick time, it just determines if Kenny dies or not. Which I just find amazing because I can't just fuck it up on purpose because it's the best thing ever.
I mean,
It's-
them trying to pull it off as an RPG, I just felt pretty sad about because obviously I'm a pretty big RPG fanatic, and the fact that they tried to take the mick out of like the RPG genre in a way was
I
just
don't know.
like,
You
Well-
can tell, you can tell that they're quite experienced in those types of games, though.
yeah,
I was
obviously,
I was just gonna say, how else would you do it though? Because they've done like an FPS before, which
I liked it for the
appar-
PlayStation.
apparently I don't
I
know.
loved
it's
it.
like,
I love it.
There were
I
like
like
sort
that
there's
game.
sort of two camps where people liked it, whereas like 3 out of 4 people in this call right now liked it, or they didn't like it. Hi. But it's like, yeah, how else would you do a South Park game though?
I don't know, just not like that because I feel like it just ruined.
But they were kind of
That-
they were kind of playing off the fact that it's just like a children's game. It's like the sort of, you know, like they're obviously making.
Go ahead and insult everybody who's played the game.
It's
You're
not
all
really.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
a children's
no,
No, no, no,
game.
no, 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 no! If you let me fucking finish,
All right.
you know, like the kids themselves in the
Oh,
game are
do you
playing.
mean
I'm not
a
saying.
game
I'm not.
Oh,
children?
right.
I am not saying South Park is a kids' game. I'm telling you now, it is
I'm gonna
not.
buy this for my 7-year-old sister, and I want to see how she deals with it.
No, I mean, it's imaginative because it's like making a kids' game. What they're playing and sort of making it seem like this really epic adventure, and then they get like the magic is really funny because it's like one of the spells that you get early on is called Dragon's Breath, but basically he just lights a firecracker and then sets someone on fire with it. It's brilliant.
You just like these kids are playing like
See,
they're,
like-
they're LARPing and setting each other on fire. What the fuck's happening here?
See, like that's kind of funny.
Hmm.
It's
But
like
then, like, yeah.
it's like the lightning storm as well. He just throws a bucket on someone and just chucks a car battery at him.
Speaking of lightning storms,
No.
Final Fantasy X.
God damn it, Moj.
Thunder planes. Aeons.
Fuck you and your Final Fantasy.
Ixion, yay!
Ixion, yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna call this episode Tangent Final Fantasy, Tangent Final Fantasy, Tangent.
I mean, we've
So have you heard of that new game that just got released, Final Fantasy X?
Oh, quick! How fucking fascinating, Moj. Tell me more.
Right, basically, right. There's this kid, there's this guy, and they go on an adventure to some random land, yeah, and they can't find his house because his dad's some massive monster, and he killed it all. So that's the end of the game.
oh.
And then in the sequel,
Can we
three girl characters shoot guns and stuff.
can we get that first synopsis written down somewhere as the plot to Final Fantasy X?
Just send it to Square Enix and be like, "This is the new plot."
And it's just
Accept it.
it's just like the script writer's just reading it. It's like, oh my god, this is just what it is, isn't it? I spent a year writing that script, carving this epic tale, and this fucker has just broke it down into 4 sentences. And then he just hangs
Wasn't even
himself.
That it was one sentence.
Enchanté, my friend. Enchanté.
Wow.
Well,
Um,
I feel like we're reaching a conclusion here to this.
I think the conclusion is app.
Final Fantasy, that's amazing.
Yeah, I
We
think-
should all talk about app-based games, namely Brave Frontier, if anyone's been playing it.
what is Brave Frontier?
Final Fantasy
Brave
X.
Frontier is Final Fantasy X, the app. Yes.
Yes.
Basically, you get a crew, and you got to do certain missions, and it's all just like press your crew to attack.
Oh.
But it's fun, and it's
Oh shit! Yeah, I've seen Josh playing on that in
it's
the
pick up
kitchen.
and play.
Hi, Josh. We're embarrassing you. No, we're not. We're
It's
joking.
free to play. It's pick up and play, and it is microtransaction based, but you don't have to if
As is every app.
yeah.
Yeah,
but,
pretty
yeah.
much.
you gain gems from completing full missions, which are usually based of anywhere from like 4 to like 10 little missions, and those gems, every 5 gems, you can do a rare summon that always gives you a rare character. But you can also buy gems if you really want to.
Yeah.
But I've not known anybody to buy gems.
Speaking of rare summons, rare Aeons in Final Fantasy X.
God fucking.
Just saying.
This podcast was sponsored by Final Fantasy X.
Please buy Final
Square
Fantasy
Enix
X.
sponsors.
Chris needs
Me and Chris will do your dirty work.
Fuck me.
Right. Shall we wrap it up then?
I think we're gonna wrap this up. So, thanks
Shall we
for.
wrap it up with a bit of Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare?
I don't.
Oh,
have
yeah.
That. I don't have that game.
No one has that game. No one wants that game.
No.
Josh has that game.
Josh has that game.
I thought the point of it was supposed to be a tower defense thing.
Well, now
no,
it's an
Modern Warfare-
FPS shooter.
Yeah, it's a nice FPS shooter made on the Battlefield Frostbite 2 engine.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
it's in the Frostbite engine.
To zombies.
Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare is made on Frostbite 2 engine.
Okay.
By DICE. It's an EA game. Blah 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 blah.
EA
yeah.
game, nope.
Nope. Only buy it for consoles then.
And on that
Yeah.
on that note, we're gonna have to bring it to an end because
Yeah,
we're starting to come to about 1 hour mark.
And my sweet and sour chicken is cold.
And my Final Fantasy's been gone for too long.
I'm still on the Veil 4 naming ceremony. I'm gonna name it and Final Fantasy X starts or something. Or not FF10 again.
Well, so thanks for listening. If you've got any suggestions for another podcast, leave a comment below. If you want to take part and talk about Final Fantasy X non-fucking stop, then let us know in the comments.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks to the people who took part, Henry, Moj, and Chris. Is there anything that anything you gents would like to say before we?
I
So
think
Final Fantasy X, yeah.
Wait,
Right.
let me
You have to
put
play
that-
it.
Moj, I'm gonna fucking strangle you.
Yeah, if
just
you want to get in touch, me and Moj are going to be making our own podcast called FF10 yet again. we'll make it on FF10 yet again, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we'll only talk about FF10.
So if you're interested in FF10, come listen.
I'll link it in an annotation.
You won't.
Well,
No, you won't.
I know I fucking won't. I'm too lazy. Well, thanks for listening, and good eve.
Goodbye.
Bye.